Good morning, guys. Luke here. Welcome back to another podcast. In today's episode, we are talking about a brand new case from Apple. I was pretty sure that this would eventually arrive, but it is now here. It's the USB-C case for the AirPods Pro. Netflix has just released a whole heap of new games that are due to come out soon. Some of those will arrive this week, but we'll also have some really good ones happening in the near future. So there's a really nice update that has also arrived for anyone that owns a Meta headset. You can now get access to Xbox Cloud Gaming. We're going to talk a little bit about that in detail. So let's jump in, guys. I want to talk firstly about this new case from Apple. It is the USB-C case for the AirPods Pro 2. Let's jump in. All right, guys. So when Apple released the iPhone 15, which is a couple of months ago now, they also updated the Apple AirPods Pro so that it now came with a USB charging case. And if you're like myself and everything on your desk is USB Type-C, it means that you could essentially have one cable to charge all of the devices that you use. Apple is obviously steering away now from Lightning and making that big shift across to USB Type-C. And I was like, oh, awesome. That's great. Cool. We're going to be able to go and buy the case in USB Type-C and we can kind of like upgrade our existing AirPods Pro 2. Unfortunately, that wasn't the case right away. But as of today, you can now go to the Apple Store and you can buy the updated USB Type-C case for the second generation AirPods Pro 2. Now, you're probably thinking, okay, well, what? It's just USB Type-C. And there's actually some other updates that make the case maybe worth the asking price. It's $99. I don't know if it's really worth that, but what you're also getting is additional splash and water resistance. And you're also getting the ability to deliver lossless audio wirelessly when the Vision Pro becomes available next year. So they're only minor changes, guys. It's $100. I don't know. I just don't know if it's really worth it. Like, personally, I never plug in my Apple AirPods Pro. I typically just sit it down on a charging pad. But I think if somebody that travels, like I could see, if you travel and you're in the car a lot, or if you travel on planes a lot and you hate the idea of having to take a USB-C cable and a lightning cable, I think that this is definitely something you should consider, because let's say, for example, you've got the M1 MacBook Air or the M1 MacBook Pro, and you've got one singular USB-C charging brick, and you just like, I don't want to have to take the lightning cable. I just want everything really simple. I want as much space in my backpack or my travel pack, and lightning cables are just rubbish and they always fall apart. So you just want to get the USB-C charging case and make life easy. Yep, cool. I think it makes sense for you guys. But for most people, I just don't think it's worth it right now. The good news is, though, it means that all future versions of AirPods are going to be USB-C, which is excellent. I also imagine in the near future, the AirPods Pro Max, the over-the-ear headphones, will move to USB-C. And I think that will be definitely a big win. I was actually very surprised that they were Lightning when they first came out. It just didn't make sense. Like a premium product like those, and they were Lightning. It was very weird. Anyway, so you can go and grab those right now. They're on the Apple Store. They'll probably hit the shelves of, Walmart and stuff like that in the next few months. But you can get them right now. So guys, let's talk about Netflix. They've just released a whole heap of new games. Some you can get either today or tomorrow, but there's some really good ones coming in the near future. And I was actually quite impressed at how big the library has grown for Netflix games. So let's jump in and we'll have a chat about that too. So guys, if you're not familiar, one of the perks of Netflix at the moment is there are a number of games that you can get as part of your membership. They're all mobile games, so you can essentially log into your Netflix account on your iPhone or on your Android device, and if you scroll up, you'll notice that there's a section there that says games, and you can scroll through those games and install them on your device and use them free of charge. So last week I installed Dead Cells on my iPhone, and there's no ads, there's no in-app purchases or anything like that. It's just the full version of Dead Cells, and you can use it as long as you've got an active Netflix account. Awesome. Obviously, more services are trying to do a very similar thing. YouTube's trying to do it with their playable games that you can play directly through the YouTube app. But Netflix has just announced that their portfolio of games is going to increase, and it's going to be, what was it? I think it's about 90 games all up. They said that they've got about 40 new games happening in their growing library. So you can get Grand Theft Auto Trilogy, that comes out tomorrow. The Football Manager 24. There's a whole heap of new ones coming. There was one that I was really excited about. Let me find it because now I've forgotten what it was. Yeah, Monument Valley. That was a really good one that I liked back in the day. But there's the Sonic Mania Plus. That's coming too. That was a great game if you're a Sonic fan. But yeah, let me give you a rundown of some of the other games coming. So we've got Braid Anniversary Edition, Chicken Run. We've got the Dragon Prince, Dumb Ways to Survive, Hades. Hades is a great game if you want to pick that one up. Harmonium, Catania Zero, Money Heist, Monument Valley, like I mentioned. We've got Virgin River, Paper Trail, and The Rise of the Golden Isle, which is a Netflix Stories one. So yeah, pretty awesome that we're getting all of these new games coming out in the near future. Some of them will be available, well, depending on when you're listening to this, they're probably available today, but most of them here in Australia we're getting tomorrow. So Sonic Mania Plus was a great game, very polished, and then like I mentioned, the Monument Valley one was a great one too. So guys, let's move into our final topic, which is an update to Meta VR headsets, and it now gives you the ability to use Xbox Cloud Gaming. Let's jump in. So guys, today on TheVerge.com, there's an article that just talks about the Xbox Cloud Gaming arriving on MetaQuest VR headsets. So basically what's happening here is you download the app. It's still in beta. And essentially, if you've got the MetaQuest 2, 3, or the Pro, you install the app and then you can use Xbox Cloud Gaming to play all of your favorite games. What you want to do is you can set up your Xbox controller via Bluetooth. You can set up a PS4 or even the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. And then the PS5 controller support is coming soon. And what happens is when you put the headset on, you essentially get like a virtual screen in front of you, and you just start streaming the game and playing it like normal. I think it's really cool. It feels very similar to kind of the demos we've seen for the Apple Vision Pro, but also for what Meta is trying to do with like Microsoft Teams and Windows Experience, which is hopefully coming pretty soon as well. So I think this is a great way for gamers to, have one device to be able to do everything. So if you don't have a large screen TV, or if you want some downtime and want to be more immersed in your game, this is a really cool way to do it. So I love that you can connect the Xbox controller directly to the headset. It means you're not going to have any input lag. It means all of the games that you've been playing, maybe on your desktop computer, will be automatically synced. All of the progress you've made will automatically be there. It's just a really fun way to keep playing, your favorite Xbox games on the VR headset. So what you want to do, if you head over to TheVerge.com, there's a link where you can go and download the actual app itself. There's a very, very short video. It's only 16 seconds, and it just shows Halo playing inside the Meta headset and how it works. You obviously will need the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate to be able to do this, to be able to stream the games. But yeah, you can grab one of your old controllers, maybe a PS4 controller if you've got one of those laying around, connect it up and start playing games. It doesn't really confirm whether like Rumble support or whether it's a full experience. I'm going to say it's probably not. It's probably just a Bluetooth connection. So yeah, just be aware of that. All right, guys, it's been a great week. We've had some really great topics happening at the moment. Very quick update of Beeper Mini on and off all week. It's working without any hitches. Everything's sending properly. I have a feeling that Apple's probably not going to come down on the way they've set it up right now because you are logging in using your Apple ID. So one other little thing I should mention is I actually installed Beeper Mini on 2 Android devices and they do stay in sync. So I've got a Samsung and a Pixel, and if I send a message or a picture or a video from one of those devices, it is automatically synced between the two. So it's exactly like iMessage, which is quite cool. All right, guys, thanks again for listening. Chat with you tomorrow. Cheers.